Hello and welcome to another episode in this video series. So we're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Game Jam of 2025. And this time we will have a look into Deep Below, A Chicken Waits Dreaming by Luke Perrey, KoryPxl, Dimitri and Dimitri Piatecki, aka Sharyask. But before we dive into the game, literally, and go through the description here, let me remind you of the playlist, which you will find linked down in the video description, which contains all the games I've covered so far, and also a pilot episode, which explains what a dungeon crawler is and what a game jam is. And make sure to have watched that before continuing watching this one, because, yeah, to know what we are talking about here, that's kind of important. So let's get to the description here. Game made for DungeonCrawler Jam 2025. Themes: sinking ship, heist, treasure hunting. So there are three themes combined here. Deep below, you have located a lost submarine filled with loot. After breaching in, you have about 5 minutes to loot it and escape before it sinks. Context: you are a treasure hunter and a freelance diver. During one of your dives, you finally managed to locate the U-42, the famous World War II lost German submarine. A legend has it that towards the end of the war, Captain Karl Jungfreund and his loyal crew fled the Third Reich aboard the U-42, taking with them various Nazi war treasures and, most importantly, the priceless Qin Dynasty Imperial Chicken Statuette. And there's the chicken requirement for the jam. So, from the outside, the submarine appears to be in good condition, but with your limited resources, it's impossible to bring it back to dock or even to the surface. Making your discovery public would mean giving up the treasure, and that's out of the question. So you get your hands on some explosives. Your plan: create an entrance with the explosives and collect as much loot as possible before sinking with the submarine. You have about 1 minute of oxygen in excess of what is needed to reach the surface. And your estimate is that you have 3 minutes before the sub is completely full of water. So I'm not sure why there are two different timers. Maybe we can find additional oxygen or something. A brilliant plan indeed. What could go wrong? And credits: Lucky, Luke Perrey did the programming, KoryPxl did the pixel art, and Sharyask, Dimitri Piatecki, did the level design. Alright, and with that, yeah, let's have a look into Deep Below, Chicken Waits Dreaming. And here we are in the game. So let's, well, this alien here does not look like something you would expect in a World War II submarine. But let's have a look at the instructions. Moving, rotations, interact, drop loot. Okay, flashlight is L. Toggle full screen, okay. Carried loots slow you down. Drop it regularly to keep moving fast. Don't forget to pick up your loots before escaping. Use your oxygen to explore the flooded rooms and save some to return to the exit. Okay, so yeah, we need to see how we time our oxygen, basically. Okay, drop loot space, flashlight L. New game. Our alien friend is getting ready. So L is... okay. So this is just to disable the flashlight, apparently. Okay. So, I'm not sure if the like some timer is already running. We see the 60 seconds over there. Maybe... because I just started up the game before, just to have this background noisy noise. And when I switched over, it said you died. So I'm not sure why I died. Anyways. So, okay. So this one, we are still on the, like... I guess we are in one variable. Move speed 90%. And with space, I can drop it, right? and I drop it in my current position. Okay. Maybe the oxygen thing is just not working because it does not go down. Ah, no, we are not submerged, so okay. Alright, so yeah. We have 3 real-time minutes because this one is, yeah, going up quite a bit. And we still have movement speed 90%. Burp. And now our oxygen is going down. I see. Okay. Yeah, the visibility is a bit limited then. And if I can... Let's just go here. Ready to escape? Yes, of course. Okay. Extracted loot 11. Escape up without the chicken idol. Okay, so the chicken idol is our main thing then. And we also didn't find the alien, I guess. So let's try again. But before I will do real tries, I will talk about perspective and movement and stuff. So for the perspective, we can see the walls left and right. We cannot see the tile we are standing on, but it's most likely fine. So the perspective, also the tile size, the shape in front of us, that also all looks fine. I can show you the like Grimrock overlay, and yeah, as I mentioned, you can't see anything on the tile you're standing on, and this would shift everything away basically, but the tile size, yeah, it's a bit smaller than Grimrock, but it's all fine. And here the same basically, lens of floor. The movement is, it's not queuing up, but at least it, you can already, if I move forward and I already press the turning button, you then automatically turn when the movement is finished. So you can, if you get used to that, you can do movements without any interruptions, which is fine. One thing which I would recommend to disable is the continuous turn, because that's completely useless and no player would ever make use of that. So there is the accidental option to accidentally turn twice instead of one time. But because the turning is relatively slow, I don't quite see that happening. I mean, it's not so slow that it gets annoying, I guess, but it's slow enough so that this is probably not much of an issue. So yeah, both is fine, maybe not 100%, but not an issue at all. So let's see. I guess we already are in, like, we used the explosive basically before starting the game. Valuable. But I don't see how you can get very far and even have this. Yeah. This is even further down, but I need to go get up. Oxygen critical level. Oh, and I died. It's okay, retry. So, yeah, we really do not have a lot of time. And picking up all this stuff might not be the best idea in general. Also, I mean, the layout isn't the most intuitive, which is kind of intended, right? We are in some broken submarine thing. We still haven't used any oxygen. Ah, so we now are now on the other side. Okay, now if we drop everything, do I need to pick up everything? No, we pick up stashes. Okay, 10 of 10. So of course, don't know where to go, right? So if we need to find the chicken thing, we should probably focus on just that, and maybe also try to remember where we were already. But yeah, once it's submerged, there is really not a lot of time left. Yeah, and basically we need to get back already. Oxygen on a critical level. Yeah, of course the door must have been open already, so 7 seconds, and now yeah. No! Yeah, this is I like the one time before, I accidentally go one thing too far. Okay, I will not pick up anything now. This is a different. No, we are back. Okay. So we need to just go there and deeper. I'm not sure if we need to get even deeper. Also, the chicken might be behind some secret thing, or maybe even deeper. I don't see any enemy yet or anything in that regard, so that is also a requirement, basically, of the... Basically, in this case, of the definition of what a dungeon crawler is. Maybe the chicken is also just random valuable. Yeah, but once it's half immersed, it's also very hard to see anything. Maybe you need to do a map to keep your orientation. Let's train getting out of here. Do I need to... Ah, okay, so we need to click on that. Yeah, okay. Loot 5. Okay, that was, of course, not great. Our alien friend. Let's try that again. Alright, so we go down, left, into that door, left, no. Huh. Wasn't there like a double corner thing? Like go... Ah, we are blocking our path here. I can't even tell if it's always the same or if it's different. Like, maybe there are some variances. There's tons of stuff here. But of course we are not here for the tons of stuff. We are here for the chicken. There's a way deeper down. Okay. There's a way up. Yeah, my orientation is completely broken. There's a lot of ups and down, and then and then doors blocking the paths and whatnot. So if you want to get to the chicken, I think you really need to know what you're doing, because if the chicken is on the lowest point, getting the chicken is only half the issue. Getting back with the chicken will be the bigger problem. And we are dead. Okay. So, let's go down. Down again. Skip this. This is up. Okay, I mean, it already starts basically with with the very first move, because you have two sides, one to choose from. Of course, if we need to go up on another spot to go down again, so maybe it's not just down, 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 but maybe it's down, down, up, down, 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 or something like that. And then it will be really brutal, unless you do a map, basically. So, yeah, this is what I was looking for. We also do not have a compass. So, we need to turn to the... If we are standing in front of that, we need to turn to the left, then left, and then down. Okay, and now what? This is on the other side now, so this is... This was pointless. Okay. Left, left, down. So I think that is static. This is also up. How can this also be up unless... Yeah, this is like up, down, something like that. No. This was a different area. Okay, well, let's... without the chicken, well, we didn't get anything. So we have one down. Then we go down a second time. Let's not... Oh, there's a chicken. Ah, okay. So that was... Then not as hard as I thought. So that was... Maybe it's a random position and it was just lucky now. Okay, now it's time to get up. I mean, yeah, there's so much more, but the movement speed doesn't matter too much if yeah, maybe for the last stuff you collect, you could maybe maximize that by dropping the stuff, but you really do not have a lot of time then. Yeah. Let's head back. All right. And here we are. I escaped with a probably not cursed chicken idol. But wait a second, what's happening to me? Weird, I don't remember having feathers on my arms. Glug, glug, glug. Proceed to lay an egg. Extracted loot 52. I am not sure if, like, what this alien is supposed to be, like, if it's even in the game. I'm looking at the screenshots now, but I don't see anything on the screenshots either. So there might not be any enemy like this alien in the beginning. It might not be there, this one. Which would then be problematic with meeting the requirements. But besides of that, a nice little game, well executed. I think there was the chicken the last time, right? So it seems like the level is static. But for the chicken, you would need to check all the rooms. And yeah, the submerged parts are problematic, so you would need to find the chicken soonish if you want to maximize the treasure. Or you need to trust on finding the treasure in the very last moments, but that's not going to work. Also, dropping the stuff and picking it up again is also taking time, right? So and an issue is like when searching the chicken, like these half submerged parts, you might just walk over the chicken and not notice it. Yeah, critical. I don't want to leave the chicken behind. Okay, well, we will die. Yeah, now we need to pick up all the stuff again. I mean, this is the highest spot, so you would probably still have time. Maybe not. Still have time to pick up the stuff, but okay, well, 69. And yeah, we also won with finding the chicken. And with that, I guess we have beaten the game. A nice entry by Luke Perrey, KoryPxl, Dimitri, and Dimitri Piatecki, aka Sharyask. So if you want to check out the game, you will find the link down in the video description, and there you will also find the playlist which I mentioned in the beginning with all the other games I've covered so far. And of course you can also subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the future videos I'm going to publish of this and probably also for the next jam. And with that, thank you for watching, thank you for contributing this game to the jam, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.